Hey folks, happy Friday. Wanted to make a quick stop on the way to work today to do a walk-around update on where I am in getting my 2019 Fat Bob 114 set up. Almost have it finished, but not quite. So let's start with a windscreen. If you saw the earlier video that I did when I first got the bike, I talked a lot about how I hated this windscreen and it was really causing a lot of problems with wind noise as I was riding. This is the 15-inch lightly smoked for the Fat Bob. Long story short, it's not the windscreen, it was my helmet. I'll cover all the details on that when I do the review of my new Arai Define X. Until then, I'll just say I don't ride with this a lot because I don't like riding with a screen, but it's the perfect fit for me. I'm 5'9" and the wind comes right off the right up to the top of my helmet. So very good, great for long trips. I've only got it on here just so I can show it to you. So then continuing around the front, I have put on the Rockform phone mount, which I really like this mount. This is a really nice mount. I was going to go with, oh shoot, what is that one everybody gets? The quad lock. But when I saw this perch mount for the Harley, I really like that. So that's what I went with. It's great because you get the lock on the back of this is just the standard case, but then it also has a magnet in the back so that pulls to this, so you get that double kind of touch point there. So then the other thing that I have on the front, I actually got this idea from one of the subscribers to my channel. Got these off eBay. There's a gentleman that makes the covers that covers up that like chromey, steely looking bolt heads to complete the blackout on the handlebars, and that's really nice. Now, the one thing I haven't done yet that I'll do next month or probably September is put heated grips on. The grips I'm probably going to go with right now are the heated Kahunas. I want to get heated grips, but I'm waiting until after the dealer show next month so that I can see if anything new is coming out that might be better than that. In the first video I did, I already talked about the orange performance spark plug cables that I did. Still like the way that looks. I also did a video just recently about the derby cover. I'll put a link to that or one of those cards up here so you can take a look at that video if you want. This is actually a derby cover that I saw on a 2019 breakout. People that have watched the other video tell me this is the standard cover for the FXDR, but it fits on the Fat Bob because the Fat Bob has the new smaller diameter covers. I haven't changed out the pegs yet. I may do that at some point, but the pegs are okay right now. Of course, I already covered the engine guard. This is, I still get a lot of questions about the engine guard from the earlier video. This is the standard engine guard that comes on the, that comes from Harley-Davidson for the Fat Bob. Nothing special or custom about it. I really like it. I won't ride without one, so I got one. Oh, before I forget, I also put on the Custom Dynamics Pro Beams. These are really great. I love these, and it's absolutely a 5-minute installation for the front and rear. Here, I'll turn these on real quick. You see how bright those are? Much brighter than the standard ones, and probably can't really tell or see the ring here, but it's got the little halo rings. I went with the smoked covers on the signals because you do not need the colored covers or lenses since the LEDs change colors. So there's the turn signal. Absolutely one of the best, I think, upgrades you can do for your bike. Now for a little storage, I went with the Ins Cuyo Beat bag. I love this bag, and the folks in Italy were magnificent to work with. I wasn't sure about the options that I wanted on the bag. And actually, I knew I wanted a lock, but you know, I was talking with them back and forth to see if they could provide a black lock. All they have is stainless steel. I think it's fine after I got it. I was actually going to paint it black, but I actually like it, so I'm going to leave it as is. And I've got the quick release system on the bag. The leather is really super sturdy, super high quality. I have the hold fast system on my bike, so I can take my my sissy bar on and off. This bolts onto the bike. It's compatible with that. They actually come with two sets of bolts. One if you don't have the hold fast, and one if you do. Can't say enough about those guys and the quality of the work they do. So coming around to the back, like I said, I have the hold fast sissy bar. I still do not like this sissy bar. It's about the best you can get from Harley right now, though, for the Fat Bob, unless you want to go to a rigid mount, which I don't want to do. Turn this a little bit. So this is the standard height sissy bar. It is not the short. I think it still needs to be about 4 inches taller, and there's nothing coming across so that you've got a tie down point when you're strapping stuff to it. So before I went to a trip, I was going on like a 3-day trip, I actually went ahead and put the sports rack on. And you know, I didn't want to do that. I kind of, from the beginning, didn't want to do that, but I think if you look, and the reason was that I didn't think it was going to look good on the bike, but I actually like it. And it's high, it's really functional. It held a lot of weight. It says on the Harley site that it's only rated for 10 pounds, but that's weird. And I think if you look at like their saddlebags and stuff, they're similarly rated very low. Probably some type of lawyer guidance. I've got the Pro beams for the tail lights on the back. I left the red lens covers on, even though you don't need to, because the LEDs will blink red, but you know, I like just the additional safety. People expect to see red, you know, if they're approaching a vehicle. So, you know, why not just be safe? Then one of the last things I did was put the Reinhardt 4.5-inch slip-ons on. Love these slip-ons. The tone is amazing. I'll put a card up here to the video I did on like a quick first impressions on these. I still love them. I did, however, do a tune, even though Reinhardt told me I didn't need to, and that tune made a big difference. I already had a stage 1 air breather that comes standard on the 114s, so I put these on and then got the Screaming Eagle performance tuner and just did a standard flash with these Reinhardts. And as I said in the other video I did on the Reinhardts, I've decided that I'm not going to powder coat the heat shields black like I originally was going to when I had those aluminum cans on. I kind of dig it. I like the, whatever they call this, burnt brass or whatever. And then lastly, the rear bag. I ordered this from Germany. It's a really small bag. It's much smaller than the Beat bag on the other side, but I just wanted something that would hold just like small essentials that I ride with, that I always have with me when I ride. My helmet, jacket lock, got a couple of other things, a little sentimental thing that maybe I'll do a video about in the future. So I do really like these Cobra Alpine buckles. They are very quick to operate, very nice and smooth. The other thing about this bag is it has a little clasp that I've got folded over now, but it'll come out here, so if you want to put a lock on the bag, you can. I don't have mine locked up right now. So I do want to point out one thing, because I've seen a lot of people on the internet talk about this brake lever. Now I'm 5'9", I've got a 30-inch inseam. I don't have a problem with a brake lever. I don't know why some people do. I can operate the brake just fine with these, you know, obviously I'm using the stock pegs, but I don't have an issue with that. So I think that's one of those your mileage may vary types of things. And I think that's about it for now. There are a couple of things I'm still going to do to the bike. Like I mentioned earlier, the heated grips for the winter, definitely getting those after what I experienced last winter. And then I also have a 1.5 inch riser set that I've ordered from a gentleman in one of the Fat Bob groups that I belong to on Facebook. I might put that on this weekend. I just got them in. If I do, I'll do a quick update on those and let you know what's going on and let you know how those things work out. All I'm really trying to do with that is just to get an adjustment of about 1.5 inches up and about 1 inch pullback. And I think my seating position, everything will be a perfect fit at that point, but we'll see. I'll let you know. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Get out and ride. Peace.